Hello and a very warm welcome to the Gimme A Hull Yeah Wrestling Podcast. My name is Ant and I'm joined today by Dom. And today we're going to talk a little bit about AEW. They are bringing out a game at some point. It's currently in development. And I want to sort of get Dom's opinions on exactly what he thinks that game should be and what improvements he can make from 2K and how he thinks that'll be different. Or do you think it'll be a carbon copy of 2K? What do you think, Dom?
Well, I think that they could follow WWE's example and bring out a mobile game at some point, like Supercard. I think that's a really good moneymaker at first. I mean, not necessarily, well, maybe just after another game, but certainly one of their first moves should be a mobile game because that's proven to be a consistent moneymaker for WWE, despite how bad the 2K games have been. In terms of a game style, I think something like we talked in our previous video about the 2K games. I like to see something like Here Comes the Pain. It doesn't even need to be beyond world graphics, something like that, which is just fun, but with modern stars, which is a bit more arcadey. But still, still looks cool. Would be great. Having being able to play as Darby Allin or Kenny Omega or Cody Rhodes or Dustin would be wonderful, and I would, I think now there's a great gap in the market. WWE, AEW, we don't know how long this pandemic's going on for with Steve coronavirus. This is when obviously it's going to be a difficult time for these guys to produce games and develop stuff. But we don't know how long people are going to be stuck indoors for, and obviously we're sort of, I suppose, it depends on capabilities. But, it's a perfect time, even just after the lockdown, even just after all this, people are going to be playing games. People are going to be buying and paying money for mobile games or beyond that.
I think AEW would be really good for them to release a game this year. And I think to do that, they need to make it less... It doesn't need to look as fancy as 2K, as long as the gameplay is great. And I think somewhere between that balance of sort of between... And not necessarily between Fire Pro and 2K, but I think there's a market in the middle there of a fun game.
Which is Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah, it sort of is. That's sort of what I'm saying. Bring back them sort of slow motion shots. You remember in this, it was either Here Comes the Pain or Shut Your Mouth. Just before it finished, it'd do the slow. Just before a finisher was hit, it'd do the slow motion before the fast hit. Make it feel impactful. 2K seems to have lost that so much in previous titles, and also show that all of these modes can be put into a game, such as a general manager mode, all these different match types, and it's not impossible to do, which 2K seems to be showing. It's weird.
I think it's a great time for when WCW did their games, they were actually pretty fun. They weren't as good in terms of quality as the WWE games. Well, again, it depends on how you look at it, because like I say, I've said before in previous videos, I'm not a pure gamer. No. I need something I can go on, I can win a match and go back to my day.
Would you rather have something that looks good or something that's fun?
I need a bit of both, because I really don't like Fire Pro beyond what you've told me about the general manager. The aesthetics of Fire Pro don't appeal to me.
Okay, cool.
But they clearly do enough for a lot of people to buy that game and to invest in it. So I know I'm a minority because I still play 2K20 because I like the new characters. I play it for new characters. I play it to be the Fiend, and I play it to be Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, I mean, I think your concept of a mobile game is really interesting, because for AEW that would also get a lot more character recognition going forward as well. That could be interesting. I don't know what form that mobile game takes, but it's interesting. It's a potential moneymaker for them. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do. And also, I think AEW has so many gamers who are working at the top of the company. Right?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
So unlike WWE, who has, well, we don't know if they're gamers or not.
They've obviously got the up, down guys, haven't they? They've got the new.
But they have no control over any of the video game stuff, is what I'm saying. Whereas Kenny Omega, who's a massive video game fan, who's a massive Street Fighter fan, in general, he's part of the executives team. Right, so he's going to be able to have input into the game and make sure that it's a game that that reflects their products well. You know.
Yeah, of course. I think it'll be great. I think there's no better, people, guys like Kenny and whatever, they'll know the business, they'll understand gaming, they'll understand what fans want.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of game
fans' frustrations.
You can play for years. That's what we want to create. Is I think the WB have boxed themselves in where they have to create something that they do every year. The AEW game doesn't need to be that. Perhaps it could be something that just has updates, DLC updates every year with new stars or whatever, that's possible too.
I think a 2-year cycle is much more. If you look at the 2K games, they actually have two companies working on the games at separate times, and that's because to meet that yearly demand. But release a game every 2 years and then update it and then make some more money and listen to what fans want. And one thing that I'd say that AEW have been doing quite a lot is listening to what the fans want.
Yeah, I think there's we're in a honeymoon period with AEW, and I hope that it continues on. But I know that there's good money to be made through these games, and I really hope that AEW takes advantage of it and puts in a general manager mode and puts in, showcase modes and whatever, but does it in a way that is manageable and exciting.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that you don't need to have that gloss that 2K has. It just needs to be a good-looking game that's fun to play.
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've got a fly buzzing around me, man. It's doing
yeah.
Well, do you keep seeing me go like this?
Yeah, it's there. I can see on the speaker. Have you washed in the last few days, Anthony? Have
I washed? No, man. I'm isolating, dude.
That's it. Yeah. Well, like I say, well, the fly's probably not going to give us a guest opinion, so I think we should.
No,
finish
but do you know whose opinion I do want to hear? I want to hear the opinion of you watching the video. Write it down in the comments below and like the video to help support our little channel. Subscribe if you want to see more awesome wrestling content from AEW to WWE to all over the place. Dom will even rant sometimes. And what else is it, Dom? Oh, go to us on Patreon. Support us on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Oh, you're on TikTok now, aren't you?
What? Instagram? Man, what? Yes, we're on TikTok now, / Gimme A Hull Yeah.
We're not on it. You're on it at the minute.
Well, we are on it, technically.
No, you're not.
The brand is on it.
You did a great no chance dance the other day.
After Vince McMahon debuted.
Debuted.
After Vince McMahon came out on SmackDown. So yeah, now we're on TikTok. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
very
indeed.
good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it. Gimme a hull yeah.
Oh, you're saying it now as well. Do you like it, or do you prefer keep it gay?
I prefer Gimme a hull yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Are we changing up our podcast ever so slightly? Until next time, give me a hell yeah!